For others, having surgery is not the most important way for them to express their gender.
Mm-hmm.
As Dr. Olson says, there are some people that are completely fine by the way with the genitals they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts about surgery, and is that something you would consider?
I definitely think that surgery. So people. So to talk about dysphoria. Dysphoria isn't. Yeah, not everyone has dysphoria. Some people are fine. There's more like there's genital dysphoria, and then there's social dysphoria. Like there's like a body/genital dysphoria that's like not feeling comfortable with your body. Like I do remember like when I was going through puberty and like worried about hair growth, that was definitely like a more body dysphoria thing that I had. I was worried about that kind of stuff. I was like so uncomfortable at that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are way more uncomfortable with themselves, and like some people that's not the issue. They have like more, they just want to be the person that they are. So I would call that more social dysphoria. So there's definitely different areas that people are like uncomfortable with. And for people that do want surgery, like, and they can afford it, that's awesome. For people who don't want surgery, I think that's totally fine, because there's no, you can't really, I've learned that you can't really generalize about any type of people. There's no two trans people alike. Like when Caitlyn Jenner kind of like wanted to be the spokesperson, like she said she wanted to be a spokesperson for trans people. I don't think you can really designate yourself as a spokesperson for trans people. You can't really represent like the community as everyone is this way, or everyone is this, or everyone feels like this, or transgender is this.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's everyone is their own person. Gender identity is just like how you feel as like you.
Mm-hmm.
And because there's just so much variation, like you can't put a word to it.
Oh, we're recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. And then so to go back to surgery, sorry, what were we talking about surgery?
Yeah, is that something you want to pursue?
Definitely at some point. I'm not satisfied with the surgical results that they have right now necessarily, but we're in a pretty scientifically advancing age, and there's a lot of stuff to do with stem cells that's happening, and I think that maybe I can hold off for a few years to see if there's like a better option that will come around.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely a personal choice for everyone, and what's between your legs, it doesn't really affect anyone else but you, unless you kind of force yourself on someone and you create a problem.
Now, are you hoping to be in a relationship where that would be an important part of that?
Probably, yeah, I think so.
So is that something you see more in the future, or is that something you're willing to risk at this stage?
Definitely in the future. That's a commitment. Surgery, there's so many things you need to take care of yourself for the rest of your life after you have that surgery. Just like there's maintenance for hormones once you have surgery. Just like with any surgery, you have to be really careful. You have to make sure you don't get infected. You have to make sure some surgeries you have to constantly be treating, and it's just a commitment. So you have to be ready to accept what comes with surgery.
Do you have any idea how much a surgery would cost?
It definitely varies depending on where you get it.
Okay.
There's a lot in LA. There's a lot. There's a lot all over.
Yeah, I would think it's becoming at least more accessible and
much more accessible. Mm-hmm. But not every surgeon is as good as any other surgeon, so you definitely have to do your research. And there's a lot of options overseas, like Thailand, which I've been looking at. And if I were to get surgery now, I'd probably go to Thailand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The cost is probably significantly different or lower.
I'm not sure if it's like equivalent, but okay. There's definitely like for me, cost isn't really the big thing. Like if I really want it, I'll pay whatever it takes. But I would say probably around 20,000 to 30,000, okay. Somewhere around there. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's a big commitment for sure. But then there's a lot of maintenance, so there's hormones
if you want hormones. Some people just get surgery and then they might stop hormones just because they just want their body to be right. Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of reasons why people get surgery. It's not always for sex. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's for feeling comfortable in your body or